I somehow managed to completely destroy my bedroom while sleepwalking. Apparently I was dreaming that my house was rolling away, so I was desperately trying to find something to hold on to. I then proceeded to tear everything off my walls and fucking ruin my bedroom in the process. I'm talking about dismantled shelves, books and shit all over the place, and I somehow managed to break my shitty TV. TLDR. I turn into the Hulk when I sleep. Don't make me sleepy. You wouldn't like me when I'm sleepy. My mom told me about how I once walked up to her completely normal and asked her if she could help me shovel the snow out of my bed. Did she give you the cold shoulder? Snow pun intended. Apparently I talk in my sleep a lot according to my mom. Once I supposedly had a full conversation with myself in Spanish despite only taking courses in it in school. My mom even recognized a phrase I jokingly said often around the house. Me gusta mucho afilar mi lápiz de colores, which translates as it pleases me very much to sharpen my colored pencils. I can only picture that phrase being uttered with a devilish grin across your face. That's the funniest thing I've heard in weeks. One night in bed my husband was sleeping. I was still awake reading, and he reached over and grabbed my panties and said I have the password, giggled, rolled over and went back to sleep. If I fall asleep on the couch and I'm woken up to go to bed, I will frequently sleepwalk. One time I did this, and as my girlfriend was leading me to the bedroom I made a sharp right turn into the bathroom. She told me it was time for bed and I responded, no it's not, it's time to explore, apparently in a very optimistic tone. I imagine you saying this in a Dora Explorer sort of way. It made me laugh more than it should have. A few weeks ago I went to bed with just my underwear on. I woke up the following morning with 2 pairs of underwear on. I don't do anything in my sleep, but my husband is quite the sleepwalker. I get up earlier than him for work. One morning I found a pot on the stove with a box of mac and cheese poured into it, pocket and all. When I looked at the box I noticed it had been hacked open with a steak knife. That part concerned me a bit, that he was using a sharp knife in his sleep. I'm grateful he didn't get around to turning the stove on. The one that made me laugh the most though was on a weekend when we woke up at the same time. He goes to get out of bed and says, "What the fuck?" I turn over and see that he is wearing a t-shirt pretty much as pants. For some reason it struck me as the most hilarious thing at that moment. I could not stop laughing for a good 5 minutes. Peed in a fridge. Also, one time when I was a kid I was sleepwalking apparently. My dad woke up and saw me standing in the corner facing the wall. He said it sounded like I was crying and asked what I was doing. I said I was fishing. I was peeing in the corner. I've never been fishing in my life. Pro tip. That's not how you go fishing. When I was younger I used to sleepwalk all the time. Most of the time I would just mumble incoherently and then get sent back to bed. But on a couple of occasions I actually did something funny. One time I stood at the end of my parents' bed yelling gibberish at them, and then when I had their attention, I promptly dropped my PJs and pissed all over their bed and carpet. Another time I put a cup at the bottom of the stairs, walked to the top and tried to see if I could get all my pee into the cup. I have more, but that's it for now. There was a group of guys I was hanging out with on course I did when I was 20. We were watching a movie in their dorm lounge and I fell asleep on the couch. I woke up suddenly, I think because everyone had gone quiet. I realized with dread that I've got my hand down my skirt and that I've been masturbating in my sleep while they were watching. Awkward.
I got racks on me. She need more, shout the cash on me. Show some more, need that ass on me. Make it clap, cause we got cash on me.